Hey, Cancer, thanks for being here. So good to see you. We're doing a general tarot reading with you right now. I'm Cal. This is Working with Resonance. Welcome, 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 everyone. Let's jump straight in and see what's coming through for Cancer. Page of Swords. Some questioning here. Questioning of the truth of a relationship, potentially. Wow, that's an interesting message. Page of Swords, Ten of Cups. Have we come to the end of the road, or are we going into a new phase together? Feels like that's the question. Page of Swords bring also through to just ensure your communication is authentic. There could be miscommunication within this relationship as well, Cancer. All right, going to pass, bringing it to its fulfillment for this current phase. Do you move on from here as its natural conclusion, or does it move into a new phase? Page of Cups. Yes, going within. Neptune activation. Really starting to connect with your divinity. Starting to gain awareness. Of both the physical and non-physical aspects of you, Cancer. And loving you as you are. Bringing some space. It feels like nothing changes, but there is this kind of sacred space that you're creating for yourself. It feels the Hierophant, wounded healer. Yes, in going within, you are likely to be encountering different aspects of you from the past, different events in life, different choices that you've made, the experiences that you've had in gaining the wisdom of your own experience. You could be in for another activation or another round of revelation, some clarity, some awareness also of aspects, behaviors, patterns that actually aren't yours, that you've acquired from parents, school friends, media, education, all those different sorts of places. Presenting him mostly as something perhaps that you've acquired from a parent, mimicked as a child, and then it's become a habit. The Hermit, potentially feeling like everything's just too much right now and that you need time out. And if you are questioning this relationship over here, then time out is probably what you need. It does appear that you're already taking some time to go within. Working out exactly what it is that you want. Yes, as I said, as you do that, there's going to be residues, surfacing. Universe is helping you through the fears that arise. Bringing you an experience of awareness beyond the fear or without fear. Also relating here definitely to the questions that you're asking yourself as these memories, if you like, start to present for resolution. Five of Swords. At some point in the past, probably the recent past, but it could be longer, you've asked the universe for something, to bring something into form. But then your thoughts, words, and actions haven't been in alignment with that. So the universe has checked in with you and said, what is it that you want? Which way do you want to go? What is your true alignment right now? You can't have it always. Every which way. You can't have it every which way. You can choose your resonance. You can choose your emanation now. Whether that's come through your conscious awareness or not, only you will know. Cancer, Seven of Wands. Be careful. Be aware of getting caught up in the emotions. And there is also an experience, perhaps, of the observer space where you see the different aspects of self partaking in a civil war. There's threads from all these different areas of life, all have a different perspective. It's like a kaleidoscope, the way they're presenting it. And each perspective is a very strongly held belief, but only within certain contexts. So you're coming into this much more objectively, Cancer. So now there's this kind of awareness of, hang on a minute, we're actually all on the same side here. We're actually all on the same side here, but each different perspective or each different version of the belief is activating in defense, feeling like it's under attack. Now, there is this kind of step back, higher perspective, global view, if you like, rather than the street corner view. It doesn't feel like you're getting caught up in the emotions, but just the Nine of Swords is presented here, Five of Swords is presented here, Page of Swords is presented here. So your thinking mind is quite active, and if you have not fully passed through the emotional body, then with the Seven of Wands, there's great potential that you will have some very emotional moments. Dominant message coming through, though, is you're looking at this from as an observer, as a witness, if you like, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is the external energy. Potentially Taurus, and Queen of Pentacles is Taurus frequencies. I feel like this is an external person, Cancer. It feels like this person presents as very stable, very secure, knows themselves very well, but I kind of feel like this is a facade. Interesting. We'll come back and get some clarification on this. If the guides bring it back that way, there is some doubt here. Yeah, there is some questioning. Thank you. There is some questioning. Perhaps to do with feeling like they're not quite on the level. What they're presenting to you and what's actually happening, it feels like it's two different things, but this is probably because this Four of Cups frequency is so strong. So strong, getting caught up in the storylines and narratives and actually not in this witness space. So that's what I was saying about being careful about getting caught up in the emotions. Because the emotions, particularly over residues that present from the past, can take over very, very quickly because it's a habit. If we lose our concentration for a second, we can end up in the chaos of the emotions. So King of Cups is presenting here as being in the observer space, understanding that there's emotions there, acknowledging them, thanking them, loving them, letting them just be as they are without engaging in them. Just letting them do their thing, Cancer. There's a strong presence that's coming through here as well, experience of presence coming through with the King of Cups. King of Cups is Cancer frequencies, but it feels as though you just have this glimpse of being fully present in the now, without the storylines and without the narratives. But that's very dependent on how you react, respond, interact, engage with this Four of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. The fear is the pattern's going to continue, right? With the devil. Better the devil you know is also a message that's just come through. So it could feel like an insurmountable I'll say obstacle, but it could feel like continuing with this relationship over here that you're questioning is that you don't have a choice, that it's too difficult to break free of it. Indicating that there might be some codependency there then, Cancer. So these are also things to become aware of in your self-reflection with the Page of Cups and the Hierophant. Tell me a little bit more, if we can, please, about the Queen of Pentacles and also the Devil. Yeah, we already know about the completion with the world. Yes, we've talked about that. Okay. So this was very, very resonant at some point, this relationship or this connection. It is something that you wished for, but we're stuck now back at the distortion. It feels like you've had that clarity in the past, that full connection with the desire, with the resonance, but right here, right now, back with the focus on the distortion, on the releasing residues. Bringing in some doubt, bringing in questioning. And potentially it's because you've been resonating at that the universe then said, well, hang on a minute. If this isn't what you want, what do you want? How do you want to go forward? What path do you want to take? So yes, the devil could feel like it's just too difficult to make any changes, to leave the relationship if that's what you're feeling like you need to do. Okay, feeling like you're ready to go, but not quite got the confidence, not quite got the ability to make the move, it feels. So whether that's emotionally, whether that's through the thinking mind, whether it's just because it's become a habit, only you will know. But this full moon that we have just passed through, this lunar cycle, is bringing about some kind of shift, change, breakthrough for you, Cancer. New phase. New phase. Okay. So this is where your perspective then changes, moving into the King of Wands, and this is where we call this reading to a close. King of Wands. This is what you're moving into. Reignition of passion, purpose, creativity, sensuality, beingness, feeling like you're alive. But first, you have to pass through the self-reflection and managing to stay present even in the light of the emotions that we'll be presenting and the storylines that we'll be presenting from your self-reflection here. Thank you so much, Cancer. This is your reading for today. I do hope it helps in some way. Thank you for allowing me to bring this through for you. Have a great week, and I'll see you again soon.